This is how my temperature blanket is looking, and it's exactly as it should look. You'll see that there is lots of gold down here, so that's 30 degrees and plus. So green and gold for summer, working into the blue, getting a bit cooler. Winter was the tans and browns. Not a very long winter and not a very cold one either. So then, oh look, we're straight out of winter, right back into 30 degrees plus. That's a bit rough. So now we're working our way back towards the green and the gold at the top. And that is as she should be. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about temperature blankets again, just in case some of you missed my last video about the temperature blanket that we want to make next year and the little workbook that I've made up for you. If you have missed my last video about the temperature blanket that we're going to make next year, you can go back to my video section and find tutorial number 22. So watch that one and stay on and watch this one as well, because I've got a few new photos to show you. It's coming to the end of the year and lots of the ladies on Instagram are putting photos up of the progress of their blankets because they're nearly done. And I will also pop up some photos that will be examples of how to make your colour chart. Okay? And for those who didn't know that we were doing this temperature blanket at all, we are, as a group, so far I've sent out 22 workbooks, so that's really exciting. I really hope you girls can join me in this. We're going to make our very own temperature blanket, but doing it together next year. Give ourselves motivation and support. And I'd love to share photos of your blankets if you'd send them in for me. Okay, so this is my temperature blanket. All it is a 2 round granny square, and I've chosen to record the highest temperature of each day. I did allocate one colour per temperature except for when it got over 30 or under 14, and I didn't even get to use that one, unfortunately. I like my colours and I would love to have had some more browns in, but it just doesn't work that way in Australia, does it? Now, if you would like to join in with us, I have a little workbook here that I will send out to you. I'll pop my email address up on here. Okay, in this worksheet, it explains to you what the temperature blanket is all about, how to choose a style or a pattern for your blanket. I've given you some handy tips and also some suggestions as to where and go and have a search. Pinterest, Google and Instagram, so that you can have a look and see what patterns other people have used to see which one you may like the best. I give you a sizing here for blankets. The one I'm doing currently, you wouldn't think it's a large throw. It's heading that direction. I'm somewhere in between standard and large now, and that's fine. That's about what I wanted to create too. Then we talk about choosing your yarn, choosing your colours, and how to create your colour chart. I'm actually going to do mine differently this year. I'm going to do highest and lowest temperatures, and I'm going to allocate a few degrees to each colour this time instead of having 1 for 1. That's just something that I want to try out. Then we've got some details just so you can focus and know for yourself what you're doing, where you're at, and what hook size you're using, just in case it goes missing and you can't remember. We all know how that happens, don't we? Then I've made a tracker for the year, which you can utilise in any way you want. And the last page is your colour chart. So I've printed it out so that you can cut it in half if you want to or not. I suggest you either glue it to a light cardboard and then cut out the hole punches, or if you're wanting to laminate it, do the lamination first before you cut out the holes. So writing your temperature here, what colour you're allocating to that temperature, and then punch your little hole out and put that colour of yarn in here, just like this. My temperature blanket is 20 squares acrosswise. So I'm up to this side, and if I have calculated correctly, I've got 20 squares to do, and whatever is left over, I will do as a border in the colour that is allocated to that particular day. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing the finished result of this now. It's been a joy. This one hasn't been tedious or, bothersome in any way. It's been nice and easy. So that's a good suggestion for someone who doesn't want to put too much time into it. Just the 2 round granny squares. And I'm still very strongly hedging towards doing the low in the centre and the high on the outside for my blanket next year. I haven't finalised my colour choice yet, but I'll show you what I've started working on. So far, I've got this paint box yarn. It's called taupe, but to me, it's really quite grey. Grey with a little, not even brownish hint. I'm not quite sure, so I can see that looking nice as a border. These are the colours I have so far. Now, I think I need to go to the other end of the spectrum and either get maybe pinks, purples, or maybe a mixture of those with a little bit of coral colour thrown in. Not sure yet, but that's where I'm at so far. So that's a start. It's all you can do, make a start. So if you're keen to do a temperature blanket with us all, just send me an email and I'll send you out this worksheet that will hopefully make things a little easier for you. Give you something to focus on, because there's a lot of life noise going on around us at the moment, isn't there, with Christmas coming up? Lots. I don't cope. It all gets too much for me. So hence I've only got half my colours at the moment, but it will happen. All right, I'm going to roll some photos of some lovely blankets coming towards the end of their year and some colour cards, which might just help you on your way. Thanks again for being here, everyone, and I'll talk to you again really soon. Bye for now. pattern is the popcorn hexagon, which I have in my videos. It's tutorial number 10. Now I'm going to roll some beautiful photos of some more temperature blankets for you to see. The next 4 photos show you how Dawn has included some special occasions in her temperature blanket. These were full moons, and each full moon had a different name. That was something all new to me.